Now we are going to start diversity in the living world. Okay, and initially the living world. The given heading is unit heading diversity in the so within this heading we are having three chapters. One is the first one is the living world. Okay, so before moving into the living world, we should look into what about the contributions of Ernest Mayer. Ernest Mayer's contribution. Okay, so these contributions are very, very important. Ernest Mayer contributions. Okay, so first one, basically he was a zoologist concerned with, he was evolutionary biologist. Evolutionary biologist concerned with study of evolution of organisms. Okay, so evolutionary biologist has he was concerned with evolution of organisms, study of organisms, and he was considered as a Darwin of 20th century. Darwin of 20th century. And his work completed PhD in zoology. And what about main spanning of work? His maximum work was spanned around what are the areas. His research work was on not only just zoology. His work based on evolution. For that one, study of history, history of all things. History, geography, distribution of organisms, evolution, history, zoography, ornithology. So to prepare evolution, we need knowledge in history, history of organisms, and zoography, distribution of organisms, and ornithology, study of birds, taxonomy. So what is a taxonomy? Systematic classification of organisms. Systematic classification of organisms. Okay. Next, ornithology, zoography, taxonomy, philosophy, and certain number of areas. Okay, but basically coming from evolution of organisms, study of how to construct a evolution of organisms, and how to prepare a flow chart that gives us arrangement of organisms. Okay, right? And the main one, the main contribution of Ernest Mayr was the main contribution, that is origin of species diversity. That is a question of evolutionary biology. Okay, so the given one is origin of species. How species or new species coming into existence? According to evolution, a species is able to produce other species. That is because of genetic recombinations or according to evolutionary adaptations. Development and evolution of a new species is mandatory. We evolved from monkeys because of evolution, because of adaptations, because of genetic modifications. So origin of species is very important to understand evolution. So that is about major contributions of Ernest Mayr. Because of that, he got a number of awards, particularly Triple Crown Award in biology. One is Alexander Agassiz Award, International Award for Biology, and Crawford Award for Biology. Crawford Award. So these three are generally collectively called as a Triple Crown Awards in the case of biology. So there is about a contribution of origin of so-called Ernest Mayr. And one more thing, the definition of species, biological species. He defined what about the definition of biological species? Are you getting my voice? Are you getting my voice? Anybody, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Definition of biological species. What is a biological species? According to Ernest Mayr, all individuals in a particular species with same chromosome number, constant chromosome number. This one is number. Chromosome number. Yes, that is true. All human beings are with 2n chromosome number, 46 or 23 pairs. That is true. American or some other, whoever it is. All we are having same chromosome number or not? Yeah, definitely. Same chromosome number. Constant chromosome number. Same chromosome number. That is the first one. 1 minute. Yes, no problem. Constant chromosome number, same chromosome number. Next, second one, morphologically similar. Same morphological characteristics. Next, third one, very, very important. Species is sexually isolated. What is this? Sexual isolation. Naturally, sexual reproduction is possible among the individuals of same species naturally, not artificially. By force we can do it, but naturally, sexual reproduction possible among or between or among individuals of a species. Yeah, that is true. Naturally, it is possible. By force, we can do it, whether it is a fruitful or failure. So definitely, sexual reproduction naturally present among the same individuals of the same species or not. Yes, species is sexually isolated. Next, almost with the same food habits. Okay. So that is about a definition of a biological species. Okay, is it clear? Right. Now, what about the introduction part of the living world? What is diversity? Variations among different kinds of organisms. This universe is rich in biodiversity, having different kinds of organisms. The diversity is because of genetic variations. Genetic variations, recombinations leads to what variations? That leads to what diversity, variations. Means existence of different kinds of organisms. Diversity in the living world. In this living world, a number of objects, living and non-living objects, morphologically different or not. Different kinds of organisms are present. That is called as a diversity, biodiversity. So biology is nothing but a study of a story of a life on this earth. It is a cinema or a serial of study of organisms on this earth. And in your textbook, a given statement, this is very, very important. The development of science is in anthropocentric way of development. What is a anthropocentric way of development? We developed, we invented, we discovered so many things for the welfare of human beings only, not for the welfare of rest of the organisms. So the development which is for the welfare of human beings is called as anthropocentric way of development. Simply human-centric development. Human-centric development. We have been progressing in any science, technology or general science. The approach is a anthropocentric way of development only. And according to textbook, because of anthropocentric way of development, what about the progress? Limited progress. Limited progress. Means what we achieved out of anthropocentric is limited. But according to my knowledge, because of anthropocentric way of development only, we created, we invented, we discovered so many things. But what is the meaning of this one? Limited progress. Here, limited progress means we developed a number of techniques and methods, but we neglected limited progress means the question is what about conservation of biodiversity? That is the question against this development. Of course, we designed so many things. We created, invented. Yes, we approached, we created so many industries, technology. the best in technology, but we neglected a conservation of biodiversity. The health and the dynamic state of ecosystem depends on conservation of a number of kinds of organisms. According to food chain, all the organisms are interdependent. There is no isolated organism. According to food chain, if a particular organism is eliminated, what about the other organism which is dependent on the first eliminated one? Will die definitely. If it continues, definitely it leads to death of human being also. So that's why recently we realized that there is a need to conserve biodiversity. Conservation of biodiversity means we have to retain each and every organism in this ecosystem. We have no right to kill other organisms. But what we are doing, we have been doing how to kill the snake, how to kill some other animal if it is going against our deeds. That's why we have been seeing the so-called snakes and birds in the museum, not in the natural ecosystem. We killed so many organisms, so many animals. That is anthropocentric, we are not. The dynamic state, the vibrant ecosystem, healthiest ecosystem depends on availability of a number of organisms, but we neglected. We neglected that one. And recently, one movie was there that is a technology against birds. I don't know the title. What is that?
2.0 Robo.
Robo 2.0.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Because of the technology, what happened to the birds? Maximum number of birds, they succumb to death. So ecosystem welfare depends on survivability of all organisms. Before the construction and development of Hyderabad city, for example, the entire maximum part of Hyderabad was a forest. It's a wild forest. A number of animals survived. Once upon a time, it was the coolest place in the world. Now it is the hottest place. Reason? We devastated the entire ecosystem. Deforestation. By the deforestation, what happened to the organism? We damaged the wildlife here. Habitat destruction. Nativity we lost. And climate change. That leads to what? Climate change. So that's why the given statement is correct. Limited progress. Whatever we achieve, technology or something luxury, but definitely according to biology, it is limited progress only. Reason, the ecosystem is not healthy. It is now harmful. Reason, we eliminated a number of organisms in the food chain. Okay, so that's why the given statement limited progress is correct. Okay, right? And next one. Primitive human beings started a movement of organisms. What is that movement of organisms? First, domestication of organisms. Cat, dog, and other animals. We domesticated. What is the purpose of domestication? Not only animals, plants also. Whatever the crop varieties which we are cultivating now, basically, they were the wild varieties only. We domesticated. What is the domestication? Process of bringing so-called wild animals and plants under human management or cultivation. Okay, so dog. See, once upon a time, what about the dog? That was a country dog, wild dog. Nowadays, we are seeing different kinds of dogs. What happened? We exploited the sexual reproduction of that organism and that. Hybrid varieties. What is the purpose of domestication of a dog? To provide protection. Now it is becoming aesthetic beauty, beautification we are using. The purpose of domestication of cat to control the population of rat. There also we started to produce hybrid varieties. We are going against the species concept or not? According to species concept, sexual reproduction should be among the individuals of the same species only. But we are going beyond that level. So that is over exploitation of so-called organisms. Okay, right? So we domesticated those organisms, and that resulted in cultural movements also. Cultural movement. For example, myself coming from some village, I have some customs. From there, I moved to or migrated to some other area. Definitely, my cultural things will be going to impact the local people or not. They have to imbibe it. Okay, so like that, cultural movements that leads to what improvement in the diversity. Yeah.
Is hybridizing Sir, hybriding is useful to us or damage to the biodiversity.
That's anthro. What is the purpose of creation of hybrid varieties? Who created? For what purpose? To whom he created? For the
Human-centric
welfare.
development.
Human-centric development. You should not do. You should not exploit sexual reproduction in the case of organisms. Yes or not? That
Sir,
is the
is it a
property
harm
of
to
human.
biodiversity or not?
Yeah, definitely. You are changing wild climate into hybrid climate. Hybrids are super hybrids, for example, weeds, creation of abnormal animals, abnormal plants. We are not able to get rid of those wild and hybrid varieties. If it is for example, hybrid variety created, that is a weed, super weed, a super animal created that is able to kill all organisms present in the ecosystem. For example, COVID-19. That is exploitation only. We created a very dangerous virus with the help of biotechnology. We are going against nature or not. That is harmful up to a certain extent required, but we are going beyond that limits. So that's why limited progress. So what is the concept of biology here? Conservation of biodiversity. అందరు బాగుండాలి, అందులో మనం ఉండాలి. That is the concept of biology. But what we are doing, we are eliminating one by one organisms by developing technologies and so-called things. Yes or not? So according to development, biology development means conservation of all the organisms. That is mandate. For example, in our families, grandparents, for example, 90 years old, 90 years old, 100 years old, they are old. They are not able to perform any work, no work. Providing food to them, waste. Yes, is it true? And providing shelter to them, yes, waste, because they are not doing anything. Then what are eliminate them? Don't provide food. But what about the value of grandparents? We'll get the civilization, culture from the grandparents. So wild animals are very, very important for this ecosystem. So that's why the given statement, limited progress, is correct. Okay, copy that one. Just this is introduction part one. Copy it, please. Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Copy. Okay. And one more statement. According to biology, all organisms are relatives of each other, both horizontally and vertically. From any direction, all we are relatives only. Yes, that is true statement. All human beings, relatives are not. You are a relative of me, and myself, I am a relative of you. All we are bandhulame. Relatives or not, but separated because of economy, education, other societal differences, whatever it is. But basically, we belongs to same starting mother and father, common ancestors, according to evolution. All we are, according to this chapter, all we are relatives. All organisms are relatives. They are having common genetic material, but sequence is different. Same DNA, ATGC, adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, adenylate acid, guanylate, thymalic acid. Sequence is the only difference. So as we are having almost common genetic material, definitely all we are relatives only, no doubt that is correct, according to biology. Okay, so now the question is, what is living? Okay, what indeed is living? Okay, the question is, what indeed is living? Really, what is living? This is a question given in your textbook. What indeed a living? Really, what is living? This question is having again two questions. And this is a question with two questions. To answer this question, what indeed is living? To answer this question, we have to prepare two questions. So to answer this question, again, two questions are required. What are those two questions? What indeed is living? Really, what is living? ఏంటి అసలు living అంటే to answer that one, we should define what is living against non-living. The first question, clearly explained question, implicit, clear-cut question. First question is, what is living? What is living as against non-living? Means we should know simply what are the differences between living and non-living. With the help of that one, we can understand what is indeed is living. So we can answer this one. For this one, answer is we have to prepare data for what are the differences. With the help of differences between living and non-living. With the help of this, by studying differences between living and non-living, we can answer first question. What is living as against non-living? And second question, what is the purpose of living? What is the purpose of life? Sorry. What is the purpose of life? Okay, so first question, what is living as against non-living? Yes, by studying differences between living and non-living, we can understand what is living. We can answer that question. And what about the second question? What is the purpose of life? Answer is not easy. Reason, it is a philosophical. Answer is philosophical. It is philosophical, not easy to answer. So this is beyond our textbook. Second question is beyond our textbook. What is the purpose of life? Means becoming a doctor or earning money, becoming a faculty. What is the purpose of life? Only philosophical, means mata gurus, experts and gurus, preachers, and those who are able to provide gospels, they can explain what is the purpose of life. We can't define it. Reason, it is a variable. So many papers required, so lot of description is required. So this question is beyond our knowledge and not required for NEET also. We can't answer this one. For that one, philosophical experts required. They only they can answer this question. What is the purpose of life? Not only to become a doctor, not only to become a lecturer, not to earn money. So many are there. Okay, so that is about what indeed is living. Okay, that is your will. It is variable. It is variable. Okay, now take our first question. What is living as against non-living? We have to answer this question. What is living as against non-living? What is living as against non-living? Okay, so simply with the help of differences between non-living and living, we can understand. Okay, so here, what are the defining properties of living? Defining properties. So according to first question, we have to look into what are the differences between living and non-living. So by studying differences between living and non-living, we can understand what is a living as against non-living. So initially, what is a defining property of what is defining property? We should know what is a defining property. What is defining property? Or a character, defining character? What is defining character? Or property? What is a defining property? This part is very, very important. So defining character means a character that must be. So a character that must be. That must be one. That character, defining means that character must be. First one, that must be exclusive. So here we are studying the differences between living and non-living with the help of defining characters. We should know what is defining character. Defining character means a character that must be exclusive. What is exclusive? Restricted to. Restricted to that group. A particular group, whatever it is. Here, what are the two groups? Living and non-living. To say a character as a defining character of a living organism, it must be exclusive, restricted to that group only, and not in sharing. Not in sharing. Not in sharing means not shared by other group. Should be restricted to that. For example, exclusive woman wear. For example, this is a building concerned with textile garments. Those garments are pertaining to only woman, exclusive woman wear. That premises is not shared by some other garments, only woman concerned. Restricted to that group only, exclusiveness. Exclusive, restricted to that group, not in sharing, shared by some other. So restricted to that one, pertaining to. Okay, so first one, that must be exclusive. And second one, that must be inclusive. Inclusive. What is inclusive? Inclusive means present in or represented by, present in all individuals of that group. Okay, present, represented by, and that character must be represented by each and every individual of that group. Inclusive. For example, generally in magazines or newspapers, we are studying some opponents, opposition party people always questioning the ruling government like this. Is it exclusive growth or inclusive growth? Exclusive growth means growth restricted to certain people only. Those who are having money, they are getting the money in the market. Inclusive means growth is present in all sectors, each and every individual. That is inclusive growth. Like that. Inclusive means present in all individuals of that group. So a character which is able to satisfy these two rules, if a character is able to satisfy these rules, these two rules, now it is called as a defining character. Defining character means that must be exclusive and inclusive. Then only we can say that character as a defining character of living organisms. So here we are answering the first question, that is what is living as against non-living, with the help of defining characters. What is a defining character? A character that must be exclusive, present in living organisms only, absent in non-living. And second one, that character must be inclusive, present in each and every organism of that group, means living group. Is it clear? Any objection? Is it clear? It is some extent
Yes, sir.
philosophical. Yeah. This is theorem, no diagram. Okay. Copy it, please. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So after this one, we have to take individual characteristics. For example, growth, reproduction, metabolism, consciousness, self-awareness, interactions. So out of all these characters, we have to decide how many are defining characters of living organisms and how many are not defining characters of living organisms. So we will see growth, reproduction, metabolism, so-called characters as a defining characteristics, whether they are defining or not. We'll see that one tomorrow. Today enough. Okay? Is it clear?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Okay. We'll
Take
meet
care.
tomorrow in the same time.
Good
Okay?
night,
How many?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Copy this one, please.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.
Copied, sir.
Take care,
Copied,
sir.
all of you. Copied it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye. See you.
Bye, sir. See
Okay,
you.
bye.